Terrible news we are getting at this hour. We are reporting from Kabul where there's been a Gurudwara attack. We have a confirmation on when this attack started. 8:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time is when this attack started. We also have a confirmation on 2 casualties. The Gurudwara security guard has been shot dead. 1 devotee has been killed as well. 2 people have been hospitalized and they've received serious injuries. 3 Taliban soldiers have been wounded. 7 to 8 people are still feared trapped inside the Gurudwara. These are fastest updates on the Kabul attack on India Today. We're getting you the authentic information with the very latest as far as the Kabul attack on the Gurudwara is concerned. In fact, we'll also be putting out that interview of Manjinder Sissa, the BJP MLA who's had a word with an eyewitness at the Gurudwara. Also, he's spoken to the president of the Gurudwara to get an idea about the current situation. What we know is that 2 people have been killed, 3 Taliban soldiers have been wounded. There are police who have taken positions at this Gurudwara, which happens to be inside a Sikh locality, essentially dominated by the minority Sikh community in Afghanistan that has been under continuous attack. Not the first time. In the year 2020 as well, there was an attack in a Gurudwara in which over 25 people had been killed. This time around, ISIS Khorasan just a few days ago warned that there would be a repeat of the 2020 style attack in Gurudwara. 3 Taliban soldiers have been wounded is what we know. 2 people have been killed, including the security guard of this Gurudwara. More details from the Gurudwara that we are getting at this hour. This attack started at 8:30 a.m. So apart from the multiple explosions that were heard at this Gurudwara, we have news of 2 armed gunmen also who entered the Gurudwara firing at the devotees. Manjinder Sissa, who spoke to India Today a few moments ago, did say that he believes from what he's heard from the eyewitness that there could be about 7 to 8 people inside the Gurudwara. Even now, in total, there could have been over 20 people. There were people also who managed to escape when the firing started. They're putting out the conversation with Manjinder Sissa, who has spoken to both the president of the Gurudwara and an eyewitness there. Listen in.
गुरुद्वारा साहब के अंदर जो 5 से 7 लोग मिसिंग है, अभी भी हम लोग उनके अंदर जाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन करंट गवर्नमेंट हमें अंदर नहीं जाने दे रही क्योंकि अंदर आग, बहुत सारी आग लगी हुई है। 5 से 7 ब्लास्ट हो चुके हैं और फायरिंग कंटिन्यू, फायरिंग की आवाज आ रही है अंदर से और बाहर से भी ये लोग फायरिंग कर रहे हैं ताकि जो हमारे सिंह हैं उनको सेव किया जा सके। बाकी सब सिंह लोग जो हैं बाहर आ चुके हैं। 3-4 लोग जो हमारे जख्मी हो चुके हैं, वो लोग उनको हॉस्पिटल पहुंचाया गया है जो गंभीर हालत में जख्मी है। और ये बहुत ही बुरा एक अटैक हुआ है गुरुद्वारा साहब के ऊपर, सिखों के ऊपर।
The president of this Gurudwara has spoken to Manjinder Sissa, who has in fact said that the attack is still on, which means that the gunmen are still inside, and it is believed that they have taken a couple of devotees to hostage. There is a bandak situation, is what Sissa just told us a few moments ago. These are details that we're picking up from eyewitnesses, and it is their account that we're giving out to our viewers essentially. Pictures coming in from the premises, from this locality which is dominated by Sikhs. There is a Gurudwara there, and it's a residential Sikh locality of the minorities there who've been under relentless attack, more so after the Taliban took over. Unfortunate details at this hour of Sikhs coming under attack where a Gurudwara has been destroyed by terrorists, possibly ISIS Khorasan. One part of the Gurudwara has come under attack is what we are learning. These are Sikhs in Afghanistan again being targeted by cowardly terrorists. Sikhs, in fact, have been targeted, and these targets have increased ever since the Taliban came to power, is what has been said. Sirsa, in fact, also went on to say that there were Hindus and Sikhs who were present inside the Gurudwara Karte Parwa for morning prayers, and the cross battle between security forces and militants still on. Gaurav Sawant, our executive editor, has more on that. Gaurav, from what we understood, from what Sirsa told us, as per his conversation with the eyewitnesses there, this attack is still on.
Fortunately, that is the worrisome news. While information is that Taliban, their security forces, they've surrounded the Gurudwara Sahib, but the terror attack is still on, and the Islamic State Khorasan province is suspected to be the terrorist organization involved in this, where they had claimed that it will be a repeat of the 2020 attack that had taken place in Gurudwaras. Now, you know, the situation as of now is extremely worrisome. The information that I've been able to gather from Kabul is that this entire premises of the Gurudwara, Dashmesh Pita Sahib, this is the 11th district of Kabul. It's now been set on fire, and there is this huge fire that's raging in that area. And unfortunately, you know, where Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is in that area is also in the line of a crossfire that is taking. The information that we have, Sneha, seems to indicate that there are about 25 to 30 Afghan Hindus and Sikhs who are at the Gurudwara Sahib. They were there at the Gurudwara Sahib for morning prayers when this terror attack took place. Now, some of them have managed to run away to safety, but many are still fear-trapped inside. And there was security. The information that we've got is that there was security. There was an armed security guard at the Gurudwara, but he was killed by these terrorists as they went in. This is the information that we have as of now. It is subject to confirmation since the operations are still underway and no outsider is being permitted to get to the Gurudwara Sahib, at least as of now. This is the information that we've been able to gather through multiple sources on ground in Kabul. Sneha.
Gaurav, will keep coming back to you for more details on that unfortunate story. Those developments are unfolding from Kabul today, where cowardly terrorists have gone after innocent people, innocent Sikh devotees inside a Gurudwara that has come under attack.